Hello, friends, and welcome back to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. I'm your host, Jamie Dingler, here to bring you the bright spots, the good news, and the community wins happening all across Maryland's Midshore. Before we dive in, I want to start with a heartfelt thank you. After Sunday's snowstorm, our local first responders and utility crews were out in force, responding to accidents, clearing downed trees, restoring power, and keeping our communities safe. These teams show up in every kind of weather, and we're grateful for their dedication. So to everyone who worked through the storm, thank you for taking care of us. Now, on to this week's nonprofit news. Let's begin today with an organization that has been a steady force for children for more than 3 decades. CASA of the Midshore is entering its 36th year of service, continuing its mission of advocating for children under the protection of the circuit courts of Dorchester, Kent, Queen Anne's, and Talbot counties, children who have experienced abuse, neglect, or abandonment. Their work ensures that every child has a voice and a champion in the courtroom and beyond. And with the new year comes new leadership. Susan Schumacher has stepped into the role of executive director, and Anna Krupka has been promoted to assistant director. Anna brings a wealth of experience. She holds a master's degree in social work from the University of Maryland, has served as a caseworker with local departments of social services, and has spent the past 6 years as a case supervisor with CASA, where she screened, trained, and supported volunteer court-appointed special advocates. She steps into this new role with deep commitment and passion for advocating for the most vulnerable children in our communities. If you'd like to learn more or get involved, visit casamidshore.org. Next up, a big announcement from the Midshore Community Foundation. They've launched an expanded slate of training and networking opportunities through Midshore Connect, designed to strengthen local nonprofits with practical skills, expert instruction, and peer collaboration. President Buck Duncan shared that the foundation surveyed local organizations to learn what they needed, and this expanded schedule is a direct response to that feedback. Here are some highlights from the upcoming lineup. On February 27th, there's a grant writing workshop with Lily Leonard of Black Dog Philanthropic Consulting. On March 25th, a webinar with donor communications expert Tom Ahern on supercharging nonprofit messaging. Then on June 24th, Tom Ahern returns to teach how to craft a compelling case for support. On April 21st, there's a Coffee and Connections networking event with the Queen Anne's County Chamber of Commerce. On May 6th, a webinar on AI and cybersecurity for nonprofits led by Fred Christie, CIO at Easton Utilities. On July 21st, a nonprofit leadership session with Dr. Joe Thomas of the U.S. Naval Academy. And then on September 25th and October 16th, 2 in-person sessions with Rob Levitt, a favorite in the local nonprofit community. And of course, the year wraps up with Midshore Gives on December 1st. That's the annual online giving day for local nonprofits. For full details and registration information, go to mscf.org/training-networking. Now let's head outdoors, or at least start dreaming about it, because Atkins Arboretum has a full slate of programs to help us welcome spring, which is now just 1 month away. First up, there are only 4 seats left on their Philadelphia Flower Show bus trip. This year's theme is Rooted, Origins of American Gardening, exploring the cultural traditions and personal stories that shape how we garden today. If you need a burst of inspiration for your own yard, this is the trip for you. Next, for the gardeners and sustainability enthusiasts, Permaculture 101 with Justinian Dispenza of the Eastern Shore Permaculture Institute. He'll introduce the 10 principles of permaculture and explore how to integrate them into your garden, your home, your organization, even your personal life. And one of the Arboretum's most beloved traditions returns in March, Soup and Walk. The first program of the year is Blossoms, Birds, and Frogs of Early Spring. You'll enjoy a guided walk with the naturalists, followed by a catered lunch featuring chicken and kale soup, red beet salad, dill cottage cheese bread, and a chocolate cupcake topped with a cherry. Some visitors attend all 6 sessions each year. It's a beautiful way to experience the Arboretum's seasonal changes. For the artists and nature lovers, Spring Nature Journaling is back, a 3-session outdoor class with fine artist and Maryland master naturalist Diane Dubois-Mullally. No art experience required, just curiosity and a willingness to observe. And finally, mark your calendars. The Spring Native Plant Sale goes live on March 5th for members and March 7th for the public. Orders are placed online, and pickup appointments run from late April through early May. Members always receive a discount, so now's a great time to join or renew. You can learn more about all of these programs at atkinsarboretum.org. And on that note, let's take a quick break. But stick around, we've got lots more great news here on What's Good Wednesday. Welcome back to What's Good Wednesday. I'm Jamie Dingler, and we're continuing our tour of the good things happening across the Mid-Shore. If you're looking for something meaningful to do tonight, Talbot Humane is hosting a special event at 5 p.m. in the Stoltz Listening Room at the Avalon Theater. Journalist Melanie Kaplan will be in a conversation with Talbot Humane Executive Director Patty Quimby about Kaplan's book Lab Dog. When Kaplan adopted her beagle Hammy after his release from a research facility, she knew little about his past, and what began as curiosity became a decade-long investigation into the breeding and use of beagles in biomedical research and testing. The evening includes a Q&A and book signing. Copies of Lab Dog will be available from Bookhounds of St. Michael's. Tickets are $25 and space is limited. You can reserve your spot at tinyurl.com/lab-dog-at-the-Avalon. Learn more about Talbot Humane at talbothumane.org. And finally today, the Academy Art Museum has a rich season of exhibitions, both ongoing and soon to open. Currently on view through May 3rd is Rauschenberg 100, New Connections, celebrating the 100th birthday of groundbreaking American artist Robert Rauschenberg. Visitors can immerse themselves in Chinese Summer Hall, the 100-foot photograph, along with other rare works from the museum's collection. Also on view through the fall is Seen and Unseen, a site-specific installation by 2025 artist-in-residence Anne Lindberg. She has transformed the museum's north atrium into a luminous field of line, color, and light, suspending fine chromatic threads into a floating cloud that responds to both the architecture and the Eastern Shore landscape. 2 fiber collages by artist Darlene R. Taylor, on loan from the museum's collection, are currently featured in She Speaks, Black Women Artists and the Power of Historical Memory at the Banneker Douglas Tubman Museum. The exhibition was spotlighted by ArtNet as a must-see during Black History Month, a wonderful moment of recognition for Taylor's richly layered work. Coming soon from March 3rd through May 24th is A Fragile Symbiosis, the sculpture of Ernest Cox. This landmark exhibition celebrates the career of Easton sculptor Ernest Cox, offering the most comprehensive presentation of his work in nearly 30 years. It spans approximately 30 sculptures from his early metal wall pieces to his later multi-part assemblages, and highlights the artistic community that grew around him here on the Eastern Shore. And opening March 5th is Teddy Johnson, Window Views, featuring paintings created in Baltimore County and in Chianti, Italy. The Italian works reflect landscapes shaped by history and architecture, while the Maryland pieces explore the artist's domestic surroundings and local community. You can learn more about all current and upcoming exhibitions at academyartmuseum.org. And that's your roundup for this week's What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake. From nonprofits strengthening their teams to art that inspires, to nature programs that remind us spring is on the way, there is so much good happening across the Mid-Shore. If your local nonprofit has something to celebrate, please send it my way at wednesday@bewhatsgood.com, and you could be featured on an upcoming episode. Now go out, get involved, and I'll meet you back here next Wednesday for more of What's Good here on the Mid-Shore.